Hi everyone, Arienne here from See You Soon Travel. In this video, I'm partnering up with Travel Manitoba to explore Whiteshell Provincial Park. It is one of over 90 parks here in the province, and it is best known for its hiking trails, the over 200 lakes found within the area, and even a UFO encounter. There's a lot that you can get up to here at the park, so I'm going to highlight some experiences so you can make the most of your visit here. Whiteshell Provincial Park is located in the southeast corner of Manitoba, right along the border with the province of Ontario. It is a four-season park that spans over 2,700 square kilometers, boasts over 200 lakes, and consists of a number of small communities. Most visitors to the park pick an area to call home base and will explore from there. West Hawk Lake is a popular spot to situate yourself. It's Manitoba's deepest lake at 115 meters and was created when a meteorite crashed into Earth as early as 100 million years ago. It is one of 26 known meteorite crash sites in Canada and the only crater lake in the country. Crescent Beach is the perfect spot to spend a day, soaking up the sun and cooling off in the water. And West Hawk Lake Marina rents out paddle boats, kayaks, sups, and canoes if you want to get out on the water. If you enjoy hiking, there are a number of trails, including Hunt Lake Trail. It is a 12-kilometer round-trip hike that hugs the shores of Hunt Lake and West Hawk Lake. It is considered one of the hardest hikes in Manitoba and requires some preparation, but the first portion along Hunt Lake is manageable for all hiking levels. To satisfy those food cravings, there are a few spots I highly recommend. Nite Hot Cafe has been operating since 1970 and is known for their incredible burgers. High Point Restaurant and Lounge is the only eatery open year-round and offers a nice mix between summer classics and health-focused dishes. And of course, nothing says summer like ice cream, so head to Crescent Beach Cottages for a tasty cone. When it comes to accommodations, there is a wide range of options throughout the park, from campsites to resorts. If you're staying at West Hawk Lake, Tallpine Lodges is a great choice. It is an adults-only resort with individual cabins featuring spacious interiors, a full kitchen, and even an indoor jacuzzi and sauna. There is a pool, plus bike and canoe rentals available, and is walking distance to Crescent Beach and restaurants. Falcon Lake is another favorite spot, and it's here at Falcon Beach Ranch where you can learn about that UFO encounter I mentioned at the beginning of this video. Owners Kendra and Devin offer guided trail rides on horseback throughout the boreal forest to the site of the UFO encounter. Back in 1967, Stefan Michalek was surveying the area when he witnessed two flying saucers, one of which landed on the ground. He investigated it and ended up with radiation burns from touching the aircraft. Radiation was later detected at the site along with a charred circular area where the UFO had been. The tour runs about 2 hours and is also a wonderful way to experience the surrounding areas. The Top of the World hike is another worthwhile hike and starts at the parking lot of Falcon Trails Resort. This 4-kilometer trail is moderate in difficulty and will bring you to the highest elevation in the area, providing 180-degree views of Falcon Lake below. For a post-hike treat, pop inside Falcon Trails Resort and refuel at Owl Wing Coffee House, or head to Falcon Nest if you're looking for something more substantial. About a 20-minute drive north of Falcon Lake is Caddy Lake, which is known for its rock tunnels. These rock tunnels were created in the early 1900s when the railway was built. Pick up a kayak or canoe rental from Caddy Lake Resort and then make your way to the first tunnel. There are two tunnels, the first about 2.5 kilometers from Caddy Lake Resort, which connects to South Cross Lake, and the second is another 6 kilometers past that, connecting to North Cross Lake. Plan at least half a day to a full day if you plan to visit both tunnels, and make sure to pack water and snacks. Now, in the northern part of Whiteshell Provincial Park, there are a couple of spots I'd recommend checking out. The first is Rainbow Falls. It's accessible through White Lake Resort and offers scenic views of Whiteshell River. The other spot is the Whiteshell River Bridge. It's located inside Nuttimik Lake Campground and spans 86 meters in length. It was built in 2010 in order to connect the Trans-Canada Trail across the Whiteshell River. Now, if you're traveling to and from the northern part of Whiteshell Provincial Park, a bonus stop I highly recommend just outside the park is a visit to Pinawa. At the Pinawa Dam Provincial Park is the former Pinawa Generating Station. This was Manitoba's first year-round hydro generating plant and started the hydroelectric development on the Winnipeg River. Construction was completed in 1906 and was in operation until the final generator was removed in 1951. Give yourself a couple of hours to explore the remains of the generating station along walkways and pathways and get up close to some of the heavy machinery that was used at the station. Lastly, make a stop at the Pinawa Heritage Suspension Bridge. It's one of Manitoba's most photographed bridges, spanning 54 meters across the Pinawa Channel, which is also home to the Pinawa Float and Paddle, a leisurely way to spend the day on the water. All right, well, there's your look at Whiteshell Provincial Park. Now, I've just highlighted some things that you could do. It is a big park. There is certainly a lot that you can do here, but hopefully this gets you started. Now, if you've been here before, if you recommend something that I haven't featured in this video, please leave it in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, if you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't yet already. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you soon.